This is project number 4, the lesson overview, lesson number 1. This is what your score should look like and sound like. I'll play it for you. Okay, let's take a closer look at this, how this should be set up. All right, of course, you're going to put your title, Baby Shark, and then you're going to put your name, not mine. You do not have to put this because that's just there for the purpose of this lesson, or each lesson, so you'll know which lesson you are reviewing. You're going to make sure that your beats per minute is set to 120. When you set up your instruments, you're going to set up the soprano steel drums for the top of your score, the grand piano in the middle of your score, and the hand claps at the bottom of your score, which will all be covered in your setup lesson, lesson number 2. Make sure that you set up 5 measures, that you number each measure, and that you are putting or turning on your note head names, the note head letter names. Very important, make sure you do that. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Now, notice your chord progression starts in the second measure with the 1 chord. Then we go to the 4 chord, the 6 chord, and then the 5 chord. Okay, those are going to be all whole notes. In addition, your bass will accompany that with the C, the first note of the scale, F, the 4th note of the scale. So in other words, it's the F chord. So then you're going to play the F in the bass, the C chord, or the C in the bass. Okay, same thing here. You have the A minor chord. So you have the A in the bass, the G chord, and then you have the G in the bass. So your chord progression is the 1, the 4, the 6, and the 5. Okay? All right. In your soprano steel drums, your melody, notice that you have ties inserted. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And you're going to be using a combination of quarter notes, 8th notes, and 16th notes. Okay, for the melody. Your bass and your chords are whole notes, and then your hand clap is going to be a combination of quarter notes and quarter rests, except for the first measure where you'll have a whole rest in all of the measures, except for this one you'll have a half rest. Okay, so I think that covers everything. Notice there are no repeat signs in this. All right, so this is straightforward. I'll play it for you one last time. Okay, so make sure that you play it before you turn it in so that it sounds the way this sounds. Okay, so go ahead and get started with project number 4, lesson number 2, setting up your score.